Good morning, students. Once again, I welcome you all on my YouTube channel. Today, we are going to study the fourth chapter of First Flight from the diary of Annie Frank. It is written by Annie Frank herself. Now, let me give brief introduction about the writer. The full name of Annie Frank is Anneliese Mary Frank, and she was born on 12th June 1929 and she died on February or March 1945. Annie Frank was a German born Jewish girl who wrote while in hiding with her family and four friends in Amsterdam during the German occupation of the Netherlands in World War II. Her family had moved to Amsterdam after the Nazi gained power in Germany, but were trapped when the Nazi occupation extended into the Netherlands. As persecution means harassment against the Jewish population increased, the family went into hiding in July 1942 in hidden rooms in her father Otto Frank's office building. After 2 years in hiding, the group was betrayed, cheated, and transported to the concentration camp system where Annie died of typhus in Bergen, Belgium within days of her sister Margot Frank. Her father Otto, the only survivor of the group, returned to Amsterdam after the war ended to find that her diary had been saved. Convinced that it was a unique record, he took action to have it published in English under the name The Diary of a Young Girl. The diary was given to Annie Frank for her 13th birthday and chronicles, means records, the events of her life from 12 June 1942 until its final entry of 1st August 1944. It was eventually, means finally translated from its original Dutch into many languages and became one of the world's most widely read books. There have also been several films, television, and theatrical production, and even an opera based on the diary. Described as the work of a mature and insightful mind, the diary provides an intimate examination of daily life under Nazi occupation. Annie Frank has become one of the most renowned, famous, and discussed of the Holocaust victim. Holocaust victim means millions of Jewish people were killed by Nazi under the leaders of Hitler, and they were called victims, Holocaust victim. So I will give you brief summary of the chapter. Annie Frank was a little Jewish girl. She used to write a diary. In her diary, she gives a sensational account of her life. This chapter contains the first few pages of her diary. Here, she tells why she decided to keep a diary. She had no one with whom she could share the feelings of her heart. So, she decided to keep a diary in which she could pour out her innermost feelings. First of all, she gives a brief account of her parents and her elder sister. Then, she gives a funny picture of her days at school. She tells how she used to be very talkative. Her teacher tried to punish her by giving extra homework. He gave her an essay to write, and he wrote the essay in the form of humorous words. The teacher was very pleased to read it. He allowed Annie to talk in class. So now I will give you line by line explanation. Writing in a diary is a really strange experience for someone like me. So Annie Frank believed that for someone like her, writing in a diary was really a strange experience. Not only because I have never written anything before, but also because it seems to me that later on neither I nor anyone else will be interested in the musings of a 13-year-old schoolgirl. So Annie Frank believed that writing in a diary was a really strange experience for someone like her because not only she had never written anything before, but also she thought that after writing in her diary, nobody would be interested in her thoughts because she was only 13-year-old and she was a schoolgirl. So she thought that nobody would be interested in the thoughts of a 13-year-old schoolgirl. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. But even though she knew very well that nobody would be interested in her thoughts, it didn't matter to her. I feel like writing. So Annie Frank had decided to write in a diary because she felt like writing, and I have an even greater need to get all kinds of things off my chest. Annie Frank, she knew very well that nobody would be interested to read the thoughts of a 13-year-old schoolgirl, but it didn't matter to her as she felt like writing, and she had even greater need to get all kinds of things of my chest. All kinds of things of my chest means she wanted to get relieved of tension, stress, and by writing in her diary, she wanted to get relieved of the tension which she had kept in her heart for so many years. So she just wanted to get relieved by writing in her diary all her thoughts which she had kept in her heart for so many years. Paper has more patience than people. So Anne Frank believed that paper has more patience than people. Why? Because she believed that we always want to share our feelings with others. We need someone who can listen to us patiently. But it is not easy to find such a person. Everybody can't be a patient listener. However, there is one with whom anybody can share his feelings. It is one who is more patient than all people. Yes, it is paper. It has more patience than people. It will receive patiently whatever we have to say, and it will never tell our secrets to anyone unless we want it. And that is why Annie Frank chose to keep a diary. And she thought, so I thought of this saying on one of those days when I was feeling a little depressed and was sitting at home with my chin in my hand, bored and listless, wondering whether to stay in or go out. So Annie Frank thought about of this saying that paper has more patience than people on one of those days when she was feeling a little depressed, means when she was feeling sad and was sitting at home with her chin in her hands, bored and listless. Listless means with no energy or interest, wondering whether to stay in or go out. So she was confused whether to stay in the house or whether she should go out and share her feelings, share her thoughts with the others. I finally stayed where I was, but finally, Anne Frank decided to stay in where she was brooding, troubled. Brooding means troubled. Yes, paper does have more patience. So see, once again she confirmed that paper does have more patience. And since I am not planning to let anyone else read this stiff back notebook, grandly referred to as a diary, unless I should ever find a real friend, it probably won't make a bit of difference. So Anne Frank believed that paper does have more patience than people, and since Anne Frank was not planning to let anyone else read her diary, which she called as a stiff back true, she considered her diary as a true friend, grandly referred to as diary, unless she should ever find a real friend. So Anne Frank had decided that after writing in her diary all her thoughts to get relief from tension, worry, would she would allow only to those people, those who were real friend to her. She would let them read unless and until she would not find friends, she would not let them read her diary, and that's why it probably won't make a big difference to her whether she would find a friend or not. So she considered her that stiff back true notebook as diary. Now I am back to the point that prompted me to keep a diary. So after telling the reason why she had decided to write in a diary, she was back to the point that urged her to keep a diary in the first place. So she could have shared her thoughts, she could have shared her feelings with the people, but in comparison to that, instead of sharing her thoughts to the people surrounded her, she decided to keep a diary in the first place. I don't have a friend. The point which prompted, which urged Anne Frank to keep a diary in the first place was that she didn't have a friend. Let me put it more clearly, since no one will believe that a 13-year-old girl is completely alone in the world. So Anne Frank knew very well that nobody would believe that a 13-year-old girl is completely alone in the world. And that's why she tried to put it more clearly to convince the people that she was really alone and I am not. In reality, Anne Frank was also not alone. Just like the other boy and girl, she was also having parents, sister, friends, uncle, aunt. But still, in spite of having the people around her, like parents, brother, sister, she considered herself as alone. So she was not all alone in reality. I have loving parents and a 16-year-old sister, and there are about 30 people I can call friends. Actually, Anne Frank was not all alone. She had loving parents and a 16-year-old sister, and there were about 13 people to whom she could call friends. I have a family, loving aunts, and a good home. Besides, Anne Frank also had a family, loving aunts, and a good home. No, on the surface, I seem to have everything except my one true friend. So, outwardly, Anne Frank outwardly, she had everything. She had everything means she had parents, sister, aunt, home, but she didn't have a true friend with whom she could share her feeling. So that's why she considered herself as alone. All I think about when I am with my friend is having a good time. So Anne Frank, just like the other girls, she was also interested in enjoying with her friend. So whenever she wished that whenever she was with her friend, she would like to have a good time. She would like to play with them. She would like to have enjoyment, shopping, everything. So she would like to do everything which is done by the other girls. I can't bring myself to talk about anything but ordinary everything. But unfortunately, Anne Frank, whenever she was with her friend, at the end she was able to talk about day-to-day life, ordinary everyday things. We don't seem to be able to get any closer, and that's the problem. The problem with Anne Frank was that she and her friends, she and the people surrounded her parents, her uncle, her aunt, her sister, they didn't seem to be able to get any closer, and that was the problem. Why she didn't consider them as her true friend. Maybe it's my fault that we don't confide in each other. Anne Frank, she didn't want to blame the people surrounded her, like her parents, her sister, her uncle, aunt, or the other friends. She blamed herself because she believed that she herself and the other people didn't confide. Didn't confide means they didn't tell their personal things. They didn't share their feelings with each other. So that's why she didn't consider them her true friend. In any case, that is just how things are. So she couldn't do anything else against the situation. She was helpless. So that was just how things are. That is the same situation. This is the situation, and unfortunately they are not liable to change. So Anne Frank, she was not going to change the situation, and unfortunately they are not liable means the people surrounded her, the people around her like her parents, her sister, they were not liable likely to change because they were not going to be close to her. This is why I have started the diary, and this is the reason Anne Frank believed that this is the reason why she had started the diary, because she believed that the people around her were not close to her, that she could share her feeling with them, and she found diary to be very close to her. To enhance the image of this long awaited friend in my imagination, I don't want to jot down the facts in this diary the way most people would do. But I want the diary to be my friend, and I am going to call this friend Kitty. So Anne Frank was waiting very eagerly for a long time for such a friend to whom she could share her feeling, and she found a diary as a true friend. She didn't want to keep a diary as a mere diary. She didn't want to write just like the other people. those who write down the facts in their diary. The most of the people, they just write down the facts in their diary. Besides, compared to them, Anne Frank wanted to write down her thoughts. She wanted to express her feelings, thoughts in her diary, and that's why she named her diary as a kitty. And she wanted to enhance the image of. She wanted to enhance, strengthen, improve the image of her diary, to which she called her long-awaited friend in her image. In her imagination, she wanted to enhance the image of her diary, and that's why she decided to express her thoughts in her diary rather than just writing the facts in her diary done by the other people. She could have also done like other people. She could have written only the facts in her diary, but that would be her diary. Since no one would understand a word of my stories to Kitty if I were to plunge right in. So Anne Frank, she knew very well that if she were to write straight away about herself, about her feelings, about her thoughts, then nobody would understand a word. Nobody would understand a word means nobody would understand her feelings of her stories to Kitty. Kitty means to. So if she would start writing diary straight away, then nobody would understand her feelings. I would better provide a brief sketch of my life, much as I dislike doing so. And that's why Anne Frank decided that it would be better to provide a brief account of her life so that the people would understand her feelings, her stories, which she would write down in Kitty. Much as I, although Anne Frank disliked telling her life to the people. So she disliked sharing her life with the people, a brief account of her life. My father, the most adorable father I have ever seen, didn't marry my mother until he was 36 and she was 25. So she started talking about the brief account of her life by beginning with her father. She talked first about her father, and according to Anne Frank, her father was the most adorable, loving father she has ever seen. And her father didn't marry her mother until he was 36 and she was 25. Means Anne Frank's father married Anne Frank's mother when he was 36 years of age and when Anne Frank's mother was 25 years of age. My sister Margot was born in Frankfurt in Germany in 1926. So then she talked about her sister. The name of her sister was Margot and she was born in Frankfurt in Germany in 1926. I was born on 12 June 1929. Anne Frank, she was also born on 12 June 1929. I lived in Frankfurt until I was 4. Anne Frank lived in Frankfurt until she was 4 years old. My father emigrated to Holland in 1933. Anne Frank's father emigrated means here, migrated to Holland in 1933. My mother, Edith Hollander Frank, went with him to Holland in September, while Margot and I were sent to Aachen to stay with our grandmother. So Anne Frank's mother, Edith Hollander Frank, she also went with Anne Frank's father to Holland in September, while Margot and Anne Frank were sent to Aachen to stay with their grandmother. Margot went to Holland in December, and I followed in February when I was plunked down on the table as birthday present for Margot. So, following her father and mother, her sister, Margot also went to Holland in December, and Anne Frank followed her sister in February when she was plunked down. Plunked down means she was put down in a casual way. So Anne Frank was put down in a casual way on the table as a birthday present for Margot. So Anne Frank considered herself sending to Holland with her sister as her sister's birthday present. I started right away at the Montessori nursery school. So when she went to Holland, Anne Frank started right away at Montessori nursery school. She was admitted at the Montessori nursery school. I stayed there until I was 6, at which time I started in the first form. So Anne Frank stayed there in the Montessori school, nursery school, until she was 6 years of age, at which time she started in the first form. First form means first standard, first grade. In the sixth form, my teacher was Mrs. Cooperus, the headmister. So when Anne Frank was in sixth standard, her teacher was Mrs. Cooperus, and she was the headmistress of the school. At the end of the year, we were both in tears as we said a heartbreaking farewell. So when Anne Frank was in sixth standard, she went very close with the headmaster, and that's why when the sixth standard was over, at that time Anne Frank and her teacher Mrs. Cooperus, they were so close with each other that they started shedding tears as in a heartbreaking farewell. So it was a very sad situation. It was a very sad moment for Anne Frank to get separated from someone who loved her very much. So that's why both they gave a heartbreaking farewell to each other. In the summer of 1941, Grandma fell ill and had to have an operation. So Anne Frank was close with only few people. One of them was her grandmother, and the other was her teacher. So in the summer of 1941, Anne Frank's grandmother fell ill and she had to undergo an operation. So my birthday passed with little celebration. So Anne Frank wanted to celebrate her birthday, but due to her grandmother's illness and operation, she she her birthday passed without any celebration. She didn't celebrate her birthday due to her grandmother's illness and operation. Grandma died in January 1942. So Anne Frank's grandmother died in January 1942. No one knows how often I think of her and still love her. Anne Frank was so close to her grandmother that nobody knew how often she remembered, how often she missed her grandmother. So she remembered her grandmother every day, in every moment, and nobody knew how Anne Frank she loved her even after her death. This birthday celebration in 1942 was intended to make up for the other, and Grandma's candle was lit along with the rest. So Anne Frank was not able to celebrate her birthday in the year 1941 due to her grandmother's illness and operation. But in 1942, Anne Frank decided to celebrate her birthday, and the reason, the purpose, intention, the purpose was to make up, to compensate for the birthday of the previous year, and she put the candle, grandma's candle, along with the rest of the candle in memory of her grandmother. She just wanted to pay tribute to her grandmother. The four of us are still doing well. Four here means Anne Frank's family members. So Anne Frank, her father, mother and sister. So all of them were doing well, still doing well. And that brings me to present date of 20th June 1942 and the solemn dedication of my diary. Anne Frank decided to formally open writing in her diary on 20th June 1942. Why? Because she considered this date as a serious dedication, devotion of her diary to her grandmother, to whom she loves very much. And that's why Anne Frank decided to formally start writing diary on 20th June 1942. So I am now finishing the first part of this chapter. I hope you have understood this portion of the chapter. I will explain the remaining part in the next video. Once again, I thank you.